Welcome today. I thought interesting to maybe hear from me as a designer and ex-coach employee, my opinions on a coach as a brand. I used to work coach, one of the coach stores as a sales associate, so not like design or departments or anything. Fashion designer myself. I've got 3 years of college, 3 years of university, and I started my own business as well that I was running for a couple of years. So I have and I was also making leather handbags for my own business. So I have a lot of hands-on experience with leather crafts. Like I'm a big fan of Coach as a, from a design perspective, I really like the marketing. I really like where the Coach is for the last couple of years. I like the designs. I like the bringing like old classics and making them more modern, still keeping that like timeless vibe. So if you buy the bag, you can use, if you like the style, it's not a trendy style, so it's not going to go out of fashion. So I do like that aspects of Coach. But Coach recently made me want to do the video about Coach. It's not a scandal, it's not a scandal yet, but I think it's going to escalate to a scandal level. The creator, a quite big one that does a lot of like checking qualities of big brands, leather crafts. He did it many times. Like he checked their Coach bags, and he was always really impressed with quality, and everything was like great and great price, great deal. He said, I think one of the bags was not much different to Chanel bags production. But recently he did this new line of Coach, the Coachtopia. They're supposed to be like recycled scraps. What I was under impression, and this came out, I wasn't working at Coach anymore, but when it came out as like a buyer, a consumer of the brand, I thought this was like leftover scraps, because there's lots of them made in lots of squares. So I thought these are like leftover scraps. They just like stitched into like creative chaos or something like this. So I thought, great, they just reusing especially after let's go back to like one of the actual scandals. So a couple of years ago, I was actually working at Coach, and there was a scandal when they were chucking out bags to bins. Like there was this, I'll put those TikToks up, so refresh you if you haven't seen it.
Welcome to my first unboxing video. So excited to show you all the Coach purses that I bought from Dumpster Diving Mama. As you can see, they're all slashed, which is Coach's policy. This is what they do with unwanted merchandise. They order an employee to deliberately slash it so no one can use it. And then they write it off as a tax write-off under the same tax loophole as if it were accidentally destroyed. Coach actually has a repair program for their bags. Hopefully their shoes too. Don't ditch it, repair it, Coach says.
That's what I'm talking about. When some of the creators online went like bin diving outside of these big malls where they were selling Coach, and they found like basically good Coach bags clearly cut, so they are unusable. So if there was like little flaws, when I joined, that was not a thing anymore in the stores that I was working at. But the employees that work there, they said that they used to do that was a thing. So I'm pretty sure employees couldn't even buy them cheaper. So whatever came with flaw as a return that they couldn't resell, they would damage it further, so it was definitely unusable. And they would ask employees to go and take them to the bins. So it was the thing. So after that scandal, they really tried to I think they apologized, and they tried to do more like eco-friendly recycling, what they do with these bags that they can't chuck out anymore. So I thought that was the response to that scandal, creating that Coachtopia. And that's what I thought. They're reusing the scraps or whatever they're cutting out of the leathers, re-dyeing this probably to like different colors, whatnot. So it's not as high quality, because like re-dyed, something happens to his leather, but it didn't fall. It is what the guy exposed it to be. So he cuts it. I'll post bits of it and also tag him so you can go and have a look at the whole video, but he cuts it and like scrapes it. So
what's the deal with Coachtopia? Is it a greenwashing marketing gimmick or a sincere effort to make leathercraft better? Descriptions of the materials were vague, leaving me in an uncertainty. Despite opening the box, I gave it a nice close inspection, only to find the texture disappointingly plasticky, that's made to look like leather again, and underneath there is a fabric base that is holding some leather dusts glued on the back end. The name and the descriptions are quite misleading. I don't consider these things as leather. I think it definitely deserves a lot more clearer description of what material this is, and probably pricing should be a lot cheaper to justify what you're getting for that price.
From what my understanding of his research into this and like the experiments he done on the bag, that this is not scraps of actual leather. There's no actual leather skin sheet involved at no point of these bags, at least that he tested. So they're like milled. What I'm understanding is it just a PVC or canvas or something that they glue like blended or like shredded pieces of leather, like full on shreds, like almost threads, like particles uh, of leather to the back of it, so they can call it leather. That is not a leather sheet, that is not a leather piece, it's not going to have the same durability. So you are kind of getting a light too, which I really don't like about Coach, because I do, like he does as well, and I do stand by the actual Coach quality of the bags, because when I worked there, I had a contact almost with all the bags, you know, like a first hand on, like I could touch them, I was looking at them, and they are great. Like they just, for the price that they are, they just, I think personally, they're amazing. I do own bags. Well, I used to own a lot of them because I could get them on a staff discount. I do still buy them with my full, like with my money now, because the quality of the bags is amazing. I have one at the moment I bought recently. It's one of the newer ones. It's from the actual main collections. It's amazing. The quality of these leathers is so great, so impressive for the price. They are more of a, like, they are trying to be mid-luxury, kind of like a affordable luxury, I think they call it, whatever. So they are amazing quality for the price they get, because especially if you're looking for like branding, and even if you look at like marketing aspects and you want the actual brand, I feel like the money and the quality of the marketing campaigns, the creativity of the campaigns and the collections is on part with like Gucci and big like actual luxury brands, but you don't pay a couple grand for a bag at Coach. So I do think that's amazing part. But I was really disappointed when I seen that video, because I did not thought this was the step that Coach would go to, and I don't know how they're gonna come out of it, and if that video is going to go viral, will they need to respond to it? But it's not great. Also, no, again, like I said, I do love Coach and the quality, and there is few. I do like the designs that they release. No, that really releases of the classics bag, that just a bit more of a modern twist, like that large twist lock. Keep thinking about a finger crumble. Like these are great bags, and I know these pieces, if I do like the piece, this will be timeless piece for me, because it's a unique piece, it's great quality. They also do that offer, you know, Coach offers the like warranty and repair system, so you do get that confidence in the quality of the bags. And there are some great designs, both some of my favorites. Maybe do let me know in the comments which ones are your favorites. But there is also bags that I don't like about Coach, that they copying brands. I feel like they really have enough to stand on their own, because there is bag that looks like a classic flap, there is bag that looks like the Marc Jacob bag, and I think there's one like Prada or Miu Miu. They do, like, I know other brands do that too, but Coach, you should do better. You have enough within your own archives that and your creative team is clearly great, because they are coming up with great ideas. You could just not do that. I don't think that's a good thing. I think that lowers the quality of the brand and just the value of the. Oh my god, this sun is crazy. I hope it doesn't bother you too much, because it blinds me in a moment. So I'm going to keep an eye and watch what's happening with Coach. What do you think about Coach? I think it's much bigger in America than it's in Europe, but in England it starts within the last few years, since they started coming out with like the more cooler designs. They are getting popular in here, so and the quality speaks for itself only on the main line, because outlet bags, the made for outlet bags, suspicious quality, and clearly these Coachtopia bags not that great either. So I just wonder where they're gonna go, because also I think like they should really be releasing more clothing as well, because the clothes they do and the shoes they do, it's great quality, great designs, like it's really unique to their brand. The softness of the leather, I don't think you can get that anywhere else for that price. Probably if you go like Gucci and like other, you know, like luxury brands, you probably get that in all their pieces. But the price that they do, you can get like amazing quality bags with the softest leather for few hundreds, which, okay, still expensive, but it's going to, if you like the design, it will literally last you a lifetime. So do let me know what you think. Did you see that drama? Are you interested in Coach? I feel like since I worked, I am keeping an eye a bit more on the brand and like checking once in a while. And some of the bags I'm like so impressed with, and some of them I'm like, why are you copying this? This is unnecessary. So do let me know, and we can meet in the comments. Are you a fan of a Coach? Are you a hater of a Coach? Because there are haters of the Coach, but there are, from working again, Coach fans like psychotic. There are people that are literally Coach collectors. They buy, if they like have got their favorite bag, they'll buy this bag every color that the Coach releases, they'll buy it. They're like a bit mental. I think also the affordability of it comes in it, because obviously, sure, there are like Gucci collectors and things like this, but there'll be less of them because of the price points. And at Coach, because the price point is quite decent, people do buy like crazy amounts of like the same item. So yeah, let me know which ones are your favorite bags. Are you thinking about any? It's candles. Are they turning you off from the main, from buying Coach like as a whole? I do not like that. From like as a designer, I really respect the quality of products that I release, and I really I feel like if I release something shit, like embarrassing to me, like I wouldn't release, even I was going to lose money on it, I wouldn't release something shit because it says something about me. I know, because they're a big company, they don't really think like this, but the customers still see them as that. So, it's one of those weird situations. But for me, I still would buy the pieces from the main line, because the main line, like the Rogue bag, the quality of those Rogue bags is amazing. Like the quality of the hardware is really impressive for that price. So I am staying a Coach lover, but only the main line. And like I said, because I did not anticipate that this Coachtopia would be, I thought it would be not on par with the main line, but I didn't thought it would be this far apart in quality. Because I did like some pieces, but never I just didn't like them enough to buy the design wise, because they're quite like mix and match. There's lots of like patches. It's not really my vibe. But if I was keeping an eye, and if there was design released, I probably would have got one unknowingly. That's what I don't like about this. I don't like being lied to. I don't know how to say it, because I do like the brand, but it is lying to a customer. Like at the end of the day, if they're doing that, people should know what they're buying. I know that aspect. I know people say, and they will say, legally, they're not doing anything illegal, but you are clearly misleading people when they're buying it, because people don't know that. Like I, as a designer, someone that worked with leather, I have not even crossed my mind that they would have done that they would have, she put shreds of leather stuck to something and called it leather. Like I didn't know that you could go that far with lying about what the product is made from. So what about like normal people that, I have experience and knowledge of manufacturing things like this, and I didn't thought about it. So what about normal customers? Like they literally, I bet the people, I would want to hear from people that bought the Coachtopia pieces. Does this change? Like, did you love it? Did you physically notice the difference in the quality? Are your feelings changed toward these pieces now that you know this, or if you heard about it or not? Well, now you heard. So does this change your feelings about it? Maybe not. I don't know, because I don't have these pieces and I don't have that. I never seen them in person, so I wouldn't be able to compare it to anything. Now, I wouldn't personally buy that, especially they're cheaper, but they're not cheaper enough for what we know now. If this is not a leather sheet at no point, it's just scraps of leather glued to a different type of material, I should not be paying any type of leather price. So yeah, let me know, and let's gather in the comments, and let me know about if you heard about any other big Coach scandals, because what I heard about was the dumping of the stuff in the bins, and the one now. So it's not like Coach had loads of scandals, but they're quite significant, I would say.